Kei te haria ngā pirihimana ki te kōti mo te matenga o Halatau Naitoko, te kaumāwhitu o na tau, he pāpā ki te tamaiti kotahi, he mea pupuhi e ngā pirihimana kia mate. I kōrero motu hake mai tōna whānau kia mātou o Marae Investigates.
I will never see it as an accident. And I didn't like the title, Wrong Place, Wrong Time. It was them. They fired wrong shot, wrong time, wrong place.
Kua pahure te rua te kaumātahi marama, mai te wā I takoto ai a Halatau Naitoko I tēnei whare, I muri te papakaina o te whānau Teputepu. He mea nui te whakapono ki tēnei whānau, hei hiki I ngā pokena I runa I a rātau. Heoi kei te pokia tonu tia rātau e te kore mōhio, nā te aha I mate ai a Halatau.
We are still trying to cope, and I don't think it will ever go away, especially for myself. But what we could all say, we're okay, but deep inside our heart, we really missed him.
This is the end of a trail of mayhem that's left a man dead and a city's motorway strangled. In the back of the van, you can make out the figure of the victim.
He whakaahua e mau tonu ana ki te mahara, ko ngā pirihimana e whai manakia ana I te rātau.
I heard shots. I saw the helicopter, and he was actually pointing the gun at the helicopter.
I tīmata ngā pirihimana ki te pupuhi I te nanakia a Stephen McDonald mo te whānako traka.
Police are adamant they had a responsibility to stop, quote, a rampaging gunman.
He pōturi te rere o ngā waka I konei, I te wā I pūhia a McDonald e ngā pirihimana tokorua me tētahi āpiha e kore a hei ki te mau pū. E rima ngā mata I pūhia. E nari te katoa o ngā mata I kotiti a McDonald. Nā tētahi o ngā mata I pūhia I whara a McDonald me tētahi kai hautu traka. Heoi, ko tētahi o ngā mata I pūhia te manawa o Halatau Naitoko.
Don't know why he shot Halatau. If it was a mistake, maybe they shot him on the head. But this is hit Halatau right on his heart. Right on his heart, so. It was a good target.
This matter was investigated as a homicide investigation from the outset. The decision has been made that no one will face charges in relation to the death of Halatau Naitoko. That decision was made after a thorough and comprehensive investigation.
He's the man who set off a deadly chain of events. Stephen Hohepa McDonald admitting his part in the high-speed chase through West Auckland, which ended with Halatau Naitoko lying dead in the back of the van. He asked the question the teenager's family also wants an answer to.
Hey, Your Honour, I'm putting up my hand to take responsibility for my actions for what happened that day. But what about the officers that shot their kid? Do they have to take responsibility for what they did?
AOS was the last resource to catch a criminal person. And here are people that we believe that they are trained for, to be able to carry guns. And they are the very people who killed my son.
Kei mua te take nei I te kōti mo nā tū pāpaku. Warono ke te whānau I ngā kōrero a ngā pirihimana, mo te rā I pūhia ai a Halatau. Nā ua kōrero I rangi rua I te whānau me te kai whakawā. Ko te mea ohorere I tono te kai whakawā I a Neville Matthews, tētahi o ngā pirihimana matua, ki te arotaki I ngā kōrero a ngā pirihimana, I pupuhi I a Halatau. A tērā marama ka whakatakoto a Matthews I tana pūrono ki te kōti. Koe nei te wā tuatahi kua whakapuaki mai te whānau I o rātou whakaro, mō nā mahi a ngā pirihimana.
I will never see it as an accident. I never see it as an accident. And I didn't like the idea or the title, Wrong Place, Wrong Time, because he was working. And he has the right to be on the road to work. It was them. They fired wrong shot, wrong time, wrong place. It wasn't my son. It was in a wrong place, the wrong time.
Kua mana te kōrero, kia oti ngā whakawā a te kōti mō ngā tūpāpaku, ka hari te whānau i ngā pirihimana ki te kōti mō te matena o Halatau. Why are you suing the police?
The handling of the whole chase of an escaped burglar was not properly conducted from go to woe, and that the chase should have been called off, and the fact of blazing away with firearms on a busy Friday afternoon motorway speaks for itself. It was irresponsible. It's just marked the family indelibly, and compensation should be paid, and they are seeking compensation.
Do you think this will provide some kind of justice for Halatau's family?
Their son is dead, and the impact on their lives will go on forever, but it certainly would assist them in seeing that justice is done, and that there's no incentive for the police to act in this way in the future if they realise there's a financial consequence to their actions.
He mātana take ture Amoana Jackson. Hei tāna kei te whai tikana te hiahia o te whānau ki te whai utu i ngā pirihimana.
I think any person who is, or any whānau that suffers a loss through wrongdoing by the Crown is entitled to redress from the Crown. It's really difficult to get that from the police under the present police complaints process because that process essentially, and again evidence shows, ends up protecting the police more than it does in delivering justice to those who have been wronged.
Kua mutu ke nā rana hau a te ropu arotake i ngā mahi a ngā pirihimana. Hei te tihema puta ai arātau ki tēnā. Hauna tērā kua hoki ngā pirihimana ki te arotake i a rātau tika ngā mau pū. Mā tērā e rahi ake ai pea ngā pū ki o rātau rina.
I can't see the point of the review because the procedure that the police now have for accessing guns is fairly common knowledge. It is often abused. There are many cases where it was clearly has been abused. So I have two fears about the proposed review. One is that it will be an excuse, will provide an ostensible excuse to allow easier access. The second is it's just part of a process to sort of fob off people's concerns about recent cases and so on. So I'm somewhat dubious about the reasons for the review.
Ko te māharahara o Moana me te whānau Teputepu, ki te puta te āki kia nui ake ngā pū ki ngā rinarina o ngā pirihimana, he nui hoki ngā tānata ka pūhia pērā ia Halatau.
There has been a disproportionate number of our people and of Pacific Island people who have sometimes been deliberately targeted by the police. There have been many reported cases of abuse, many cases of young Māori men in particular being shot by the police. So the evidence is there, I think, to give us concern. And I think there should be a general wider concern in society about moving down any road which leads eventually to a fully armed police. And although that is not the proposal that the police are considering, it's another step along that track.
Do you think that more innocent New Zealanders will die if police are fully armed?
Yes, I believe there will be more innocent people who will die as a result of them armed. Yeah, with guns.
Ko te tūmanako o Ivoni, mā te whakaputa i ona whakaro, e mārama ai a Aotearoa ki te utu kino o te maupū.
And no cost will compare to my son's life. All I'm asking is for them to wisely review the decision.
E ai ki te whānau Teputepu, he nui a rātou pātai kāore anō kia whakautua. Nā tērā kei te noho takahuirani tonu rātou. Kia utua rāno e te ture, te mate o Halatau. Ka tahi anō te ora, ka piki kiruna kia rātou.
I shouldn't have to come here. He's too young. His life just started. You know, what we're going through is, you know, we never want anyone to go through this. You know, accident, I don't believe. There's no such thing as accident.
Now, we asked Police Minister Judith Collins and Commissioner Howard Broad for their comments. They both declined.